All right, guys, welcome. Joe Anthony here. I am so excited because we are now looking to help so many small business owners. And I'm so privileged today to have a guest speaker on this call. And he's a really busy guy. It's amazing that I'm able even to have him for this amount of time, but I'm so grateful and thankful. I wanted to introduce to all of you business owners out there, Jim Park. He is one of the experts in the digital marketing, space, as they say. And I just wanted to, introduce him and really get some insight into one of the things that most business owners are struggling with, because I know in the economy and people are always questioning, you do a website change, or you maybe make some ads and you do some posts and you're just not getting the results. So I wanted Jim really to kind of help us. So, hey, Jim, welcome to our call today. How's everything going on the other side of you're on the Western coast. Tell us a little bit what's going on there.
Hey, Joe, thank you so much for having me on. And yeah, my passion is really to take what I've been blessed with in terms of wisdom and just, get it out there to small businesses. And, it's funny, you ask how the weather is, but, that's such an amazing kind of like a neutral icebreaker, right? But it's interesting because here we're at like 58 degrees, and I kid you not, Joe, it seems like everyone is about to just shrivel,
Let's compare. Let's see. So it's 58 there. And right now I'm going to look at my iPhone and it says, oh my goodness, wow. There's no temperature here. It is it's okay. So here we go, guys. We have 49 degrees. Wow. That is you're right here. So that's that. So you're about 10 degrees. Wow. So that is cold for you. That's great.
Yeah. Anything below 70 degrees, people in our neighborhood think, the world is ending. So, that's why people on the East Coast, they say, they're tough cookies. Here, we're little pansies out here.
That is really amazing. So let's dive into this then. I've been getting asked by a lot of business owners. They want to know, what should they do? I mean, should they update their website? Should they build a new website? Can you talk a little bit about, kind of talk us through what is the deal with websites? Should a business have a new website every year? I mean, what's your experience? What's your expert advice on that?
I think that's a great question. I've been doing this pretty, steady for the past 10 years. And, at the end of the day, it's real simple. Okay, I want you to visualize this real fancy billboard. Okay, like you go into Vegas and you see this like real shiny billboard. Now, if that billboard was in the middle of a desert and you spent all this money, right, $10,000 on this beautiful billboard, and you put it in the middle of a desert, and you wonder why. You wonder why your phone's not ringing. You wonder why your website has no traffic. See, that's what's happening right now, and that's been happening. And you can't, focus so much on the website or, the tools, as we call it. The difference between, having a steady stream of, clients and business is, do you have the right audience? That has to be the number one objective for a small business owner. For example, let's take that same visualization of a billboard. Now, let's say the billboard's not as fancy. Okay, it's just, your simple, one of those little billboards, but you put it in the middle of Highway 5, okay, where you get, like 10,000 people passing by this billboard. But now this billboard is positioned right before you get to the beach. Okay, so here in Orange County, you go west and you get to Laguna Beach. But what if that billboard said, free surfing lessons today for the first 100 people? Okay. Now what I did is I took a billboard that wasn't as fancy, but I got my message in front of the right audience. Okay. And then with that message, what did I do? I provided value. So look, if you put this billboard right on the one-way path to the beach, people are going to the beach, right?
Right.
So that's the mindset that I always try to coach my business owners is, hey, before you put all this, time, energy, and effort into a pretty looking website, no, let's identify the audience and let's put together the most amazing offer. Okay, give them value first so that they know, like, and trust you. Right. So whether you're a service business, dentist, or whether you're a smoothie shop, doesn't matter. Okay, got to get the right audience. So for example, if you're a smoothie shop, anybody can have smoothies. But what if you had a smoothie that geared towards vegans, right? So now you're a smoothie that has the ingredients strictly for vegans.
Yep.
Now, it doesn't matter how pretty my website is, but I need to get that smoothie, a special smoothie geared towards vegans with social media, and then we get it in front of the right audience, which are vegans. Now we're talking. Okay, so that's the number one thing I want all small business owners to think right now. Is my billboard in the middle of a desert, or is it right at the entrance of the beach? Okay, and then just plug your business or service right where that billboard is and where it is located on the highway.
Yeah, that's a good one. So what you're saying is it's this super information highway that we're on, right? And if you take it, like, there's different lanes. Maybe you have a 3, 4, 5 lane highway. So what you're saying is, are they going down a lane where there's, if nobody's going down that lane, then they're in a place where no one's going to see that billboard, like you said, if you're in the middle of the desert. So you're saying, how do they do that? So how would they put their billboard, or how would they know where is a good place to send traffic, right? So all this great traffic.
So with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, I'll be honest with you, they probably have more information on us than the CIA. I mean, I really believe it, and with that kind of power, I mean, who's ever watching this right now? You've got so much power in terms of data and knowledge that you just have to know how to kind of piece it together, right? So I'm gonna continue to use that example of a smoothie shop. Okay, there's smoothie shops, dime a dozen, Starbucks, you're competing with the big boys, right? But now with the targeting that we have in social media, we can actually only show that ad or that information to the exact audience of, say, vegans. So we target based on our data and information. Hey, I only want this information to show up to vegans. Okay? Now, you never go for the sale out of the gate. In other words, the worst thing that you can do, in my opinion, is you don't know them. You target the vegans and you go, hey, here's a 20% off coupon. Come to my vegan smoothie shop. Right. Okay? No, you've just lessened your value, right? What you want to do is this. If I'm a smoothie shop and I have a special ingredient for a vegan smoothie, guess what I'm going to do? Did you know the 3 ingredients in a smoothie, right, will help your, health if you put these 3 ingredients in there for vegans? Okay? Go ahead and enter your name, email, and you instantly receive this recipe. You see what I just did?
Wow.
I just gave that end user who I think is a vegan. Now, I don't know. Just because social media says they're vegan, it doesn't mean they're vegan. Right. Maybe they have a friend that's a vegan and they visited their fan page, and all of a sudden Facebook says, hey, they're a vegan. No, not necessarily, right? So that's why there's what they call an affinity score. An affinity score will tell me if I target this based on this data, okay, you're going to have a better chance of targeting this. But since I don't know that, I have a general overview. I want to make sure I'm talking to that vegan who really wants this smoothie recipe. So how do I do that? So I run a cheap ad. I run a simple little video, and I make it so tasty. Okay. So if it's a real tasty smoothie, then you just run a simple 15-second ad. Guess what? That's going to capture their information as who watched and who didn't. And then I'm going to offer them this recipe. Because the minute they opt in for that recipe, guess what? I know they have a desire for what I have, right? Now, those people that have given me their name and information based on a special recipe for vegan smoothies, now I'm going to give them a call to action to come to my store.
Yep.
Okay. So you never want to give a discount or any kind of promotion to people that you don't know yet, because it lessens. You'll never see Mercedes-Benz. You'll never see Nordstrom's come with a coupon. It won't happen.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. Tell me, now talk a little bit about the length. I noticed you said a 15-second video. So tell us, what is the difference between some of these people that post, or they put out these 2-minute, 3-minute long videos, and you said 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on there? What's the benefit there?
Our attention span right now, due to the scrolling, our attention span is less than 4 seconds. Okay, you have 4 seconds. Either they're going to go by, or they're going to say, okay, I'm interested, right? So if I make the video 15 seconds, not only can I use Instagram stories, which is very, very a powerful tool right now, okay, but there's a measuring standard. They don't know me yet, so they're not going to sit here and watch a minute video, but I'm going to make it so enticing that it's 15 seconds. Now, I may get a little technical and loose, people, that have not been in this digital marketing space, but the key is, give me the first 3 seconds. Did I or did I not stop the scrolling? Okay. If my 15 seconds.
Go ahead.
Yeah. If my 15 seconds, in the first 3 seconds, I didn't capture your attention, I didn't do my job. Now, if you watch my video for 3 seconds, then there's a thing called a retargeting audience. Okay. It allows me to basically capture your information in a separate folder.
Okay.
Right? So that's the main objective. Now, if they watch it for the full 15 seconds, then I'll have them in a separate folder. Okay? Now, if somebody watches my video for 15 seconds that doesn't know me, then there's a better chance and likelihood that they're going to want what I have to offer. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. So just so that the audience knows a little bit about a story, but here's what we mean. This is an Instagram story right now. This is This is
I am cold. I'm even cold inside next to the window. It's cold here. I don't know how these people.
Now he's doing an Instagram story.
Beautiful.
When I click on his, right?
Yeah. Every business owner, I have a special tool and system based strictly on Instagram stories. It is the #1 converting medium right now, especially in that format. Okay? So when you drive traffic to a story, the reason it's so valuable is because they disappear in 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay. It's not like you do a post on a Facebook fan page and you can go there tomorrow and watch it.
Right.
Okay. So Snapchat pretty much came up with that concept. Hey, I better watch it because it's going to go away.
It expires. Okay. So it does have an expiration.
Right. So with anything else, our human mechanism is FOMO, fear of missing out, right? So that's why stories get so much engagement, because they know, hey, I see it. I better listen to this because by tomorrow it won't be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's that scarcity mindset.
So what percentage would you say of people that are using this versus the old school, desktop, laptop, when they're seeing posts or sponsored ads? As far as business owners, would you say, that business owners should make their ads so that they're targeting people on this more or desktops more?
Yeah, no. Desktops remind me of, remember when we had 8-track, back in the day?
Where are those 8-tracks, man? Where are they?
On eBay, I heard they're expensive. I bypass
to bring it back. Like
that's right.
Like a party, an 8-track party.
You got that right. Look, I bypassed the CD, I bypassed the LP, I bypassed the cassette, I went back to 8-track. All right. Because look, here's the deal. Everyone's mobile, okay? And if you're a small business owner, I'm gonna throw a little nugget in here, okay? And I hope you catch this. There's a thing called geo-targeting. So in other words, same thing, smoothie shop, right? So I could geo-target 1 mile radius from that offsite business. If they enter that little geo-target, it triggers an ad, okay? So now,
right on their device,
on their news feed.
Wow.
Okay. So for example, one of the things that I do is, I have like a electrolyzed water unit. Okay. The people that, want cleaner water. Well, one of the things is I put a geo-target around Costco because people buy bottled water at Costco. Okay. So right before they're about to enter, when people are at Costco, what do? They scroll, right? They're kind of waiting in line, right? So now when I do a geo-target and they enter Costco, it's going to say, hey, did you know that bottled water has some harmful chemicals in it? And then you do a link. Well, it's the same thing. Now, if I push that to a desktop, if I said, hey, do you know that bottled water could be harmful? And they see it on my desktop, I just wasted a click or money. It didn't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Now, if I put an Instagram story on top of that, right? Think about this. Remember FOMO, fear of missing out, right? I'm about to enter Costco, and on my Instagram stories, it says, "Did you know that bottled water is toxic?" Or the plastic leaks into the bottle. Click here, right, and learn how or swipe. Yeah, swipe up. Swipe up and see how you will never have to carry that heavy bottle of water again. Now, I wouldn't say Costco because they'll be like, well, how do they know my Costco, right? I would just say, instead of lugging that, 10-pound bottle of water that's full of toxins, swipe up and watch this quick video. You see what I just did?
Wow.
And I can't do that on desktop, okay? I can do that on Samsung, iPhone. I can do it on things like that.
Right. Oh, that's so huge. Guys, did you just hear what he said? What he's saying is like gold. It's gold because it takes and focuses, it zeroes in, it really does target. So let me ask this then. So let's say that there's small business owners out there that are watching this and they're hearing this for the first time, and they could be a restaurant, it could be any of these retail brick and mortars where they want more traffic. They want people to know that they even exist. Like maybe they're in a location that just doesn't have great visibility, what have you. You're saying that with GPS now, all they do is they see it, it shows up, and
right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So now there was always an exception to the rule. Okay. If I'm a financial planner, right? If I'm a financial planner, my targeting is going to be more on desktop, which is interesting. Here's why. Because now I'm a high level guy, and people aren't going to invest money with me from a mobile phone. It's not going to happen. Now, what I do when I help financial planners build their business, I basically turn the mobile off. I turn it off because I want their undivided attention. I don't want to waste a click or an impression, someone that's at Costco with a financial planning ad. Are you with me?
Right.
So I only want it to show up either on an iPad or on a desktop.
Nice.
There are times where 8 tracks do come in handy. Trust me.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Guys, are you hearing this? This is real big nuggets, man. These are amazing nuggets, because what you just said in just the 5 or 10 minutes could change their dynamics, right? Now, talk a little bit about like you were saying about the desktop. So you look at a business and you say, based on who their customers are. So what would you say to a chiropractor, just as an example?
All right. Chiropractors, it depends what your message is. In other words, if it's a wellness thing, okay, so someone has a bad back. Do you think someone has a bad back is going to be walking around Costco? No, right? So someone with a bad back pretty much is going to be sitting, lying down or hanging out. Well, at that point, here's how you do it. Okay, I'm gonna throw a nugget here. You could. Okay,
No,
right.
Guys, get your notepads out.
Here's what you do. You go mobile. Okay, you go mobile, but only if they're connected on Wi-Fi. Did you get that?
Wow. Nice.
Okay. What do you do when you're not feeling well? You're on the couch, you're connected to your home Wi-Fi, and you're scrolling. Am I right?
Right.
So if I have you, my ad shows up on your smartphone, but it's 4G, that means you're outside. I don't want you outside because you got a bad back, right? So now, mobile device, right, connected only to Wi-Fi. So and then it says, hey, do you know that the 3 stretches you can do right now that'll alleviate back pain? Download this information instantly to your mobile device, and I even put mobile device, right? Download it to your mobile device and do these 3 stretches now. Did I sell them anything?
No.
I didn't sell them a darn thing, right?
Right.
Because I already know they got a bad back because they stopped and watched it, right?
I love it. So how about personal injury lawyers? Somebody who is a personal injury lawyer. Are we looking something similar? Are we doing something similar?
I need to send you a PayPal link for this information. I mean, I can't just be nice.
Okay, what I want you to do, if you're a business owner listening to this, we're going to put a link at the bottom of this video. When you are done, if you think that what you've just heard can help your business grow, can direct your target audience, whether you're a restaurant and you want more diners, you want to find them. When does a restaurant want to find diners? When they have crave, right? When they're hungry. When they're in that mode. Just like you were saying about the people that are looking for a chiropractor, et cetera. So we're going to put a link below here, guys, and you're going to get some amazing consulting, some amazing information, because what we do is we really want to help you guys to get to the point where you can see results. You can actually hold the results in your hand. This is not just vapor. We're not just, Jim has amazing expertise. He is one of the gurus of this industry, digital marketing, man, and understand what he can do. So basically, if you were going to put money into SEO or money into social media, digital marketing, where would you, as a small business owner, where would you go?
They go hand in hand. They are not independent of each other. They are not. Okay? Out of 10 years of doing this, there's no traffic better than search traffic in the initial stages. Okay? So if I'm doing Facebook ads, most of my ad budget in the beginning is finding the audience. That takes a lot of time, energy, a lot of testing involved. But what if I can retarget the people that had a intent to buy, which is search? Okay? So where I always start is Google and YouTube. That's where I always start. Okay? I started on Google and YouTube. Why? Because you can only find something by searching.
Yep.
Okay? So now I put a pixel on that website or the landing page. Boom. The only people that got onto that landing page is the campaign I did with Google and YouTube. Okay? So let's say the chiropractic example. You said bad back, right? Now, what if I don't want people with bad back, but I want somebody in sports injury? So guess what?
Hold that thought. Let's actually take and walk them through, if we can. Let's walk them through a.
Yeah. Okay. So right there, good. So we'll put no, not sports, because here, put this keyword in. How to run a mile in under 7 minutes.
Wow.
Okay, you see that? Now, someone who's searching for that wants to beat a 7-minute mile mark. That means they're into running and sports like that. So if I'm a chiropractor, I target this people, right? So click that one link right there you see on top. Right, click that. Oh, no, it's a WikiHow. No. Or, well, fine. Let's just say this was our blog. Let's say this was our blog, okay? So what I would do here is I would put what they call a cookie on this blog. So that means whoever visits this site, I get to put them into my Facebook retargeting pixel. Are you following me?
That's great. I love it.
Yeah. So
just explain really quick for the audience what we're talking about when you use a cookie. So I guess everybody knows, most people know what a cookie is and what that retargeting does, but just quickly, you know, walk us through. So somebody comes to this site, this is your blog, go ahead.
So I'm going to show you in pictures because we like to see things in pictures, right? Technical stuff doesn't work. How many of you here have gone to Amazon, looked for a pair of shoes, and thought, I like those shoes, but, oh, I got a phone call. Let me get this phone call, and you leave Amazon. I promise you when you go to ESPN.com, that shoes will show up on the right-hand side of that website. Have you ever seen that?
Absolutely.
Amazon dropped a pixel on your browser, okay? Well, that's what we have the power to do because Amazon knows, hey, this person's looking for a pair of shoes, right? So now when I leave, I go to ESPN.com to check out the NBA score, and then there it is, that brown pair of shoes. How do they know? Well, it's the same thing. So let's say that blog that you just went to, right? We put a cookie. So whoever lands on that cookie, we get to pretty much capture their information into our what we call a retargeting audience, which is a folder. So you asked me earlier, which one would you use, like Google or Facebook? They go hand in hand. So you start with search, but the conversion will come from social. The conversion will come from social. Okay?
So that's why people see things on their Facebook feed that look like they were just there. So if they were at a site, let me just go to the Facebook feed here. Okay, so for example, where would we see it? Right here. This is where
you would see it right there in the middle of the news feed. Right there in the middle. Right there.
Here. Okay.
Yep, you would see it. And then and then at that point, you can give a promotion at that point because they already searched for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they already searched for you, and then you go, hey, go ahead, purchase today, right now, and get free shipping for the next 12 hours. So the conversion comes on social right here. You see that sponsored ad right there? Okay, what is that? Charlotte, Billboard. Look, we were talking about Billboard. Look, and it just showed up, dude.
How did they know we were talking about billboards too? That is crazy.
We were just talking about Billboard. Look, this is how intuitive this algorithm is, okay? Whoever's watching this right now, Facebook heard me say Billboard, and now, and now, Joe, you got an ad delivered to you regarding a billboard. Where? Do you live near Charlotte?
Yeah, that's right.
So they know where you live. They know what we're talking about.
So
I told you.
So guys, what we're saying is we can get your ads to show to people that are talking. So we were just talking. We were talking about this.
Right.
We weren't searching about it. We were talking.
Now, this will spook some people because they think it's conspiracy. But at the end of the day, come on. I mean, Facebook, all they're trying to do is deliver the right message to the right person. They're not using that to harm you. Now, can people use it for bad things? Sure. But for the most part, we were talking about billboards. So Facebook's like, these people probably want to know information about billboard. Okay? And then there you have it. Now, I'm not in the market for a billboard, so they got this wrong. Okay? But there's somebody that's talking about billboards that'll click that learn more. Remember I told you earlier?
Right.
You want to offer them something, right? You see what just happened in front of us right there?
Wow. That's powerful. So that's exactly what you're saying. So guys, if you are getting this, understand that if you want more information, we're going to put a link at the bottom of this video that you're watching. Link, and we will schedule a time.
Yep.
Jim, he's been doing this for years and years and years, And that's why I wanted to have him on today, man. Oh, wow. You are
And-
the master, dude. You are the master.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what? I give glory to God on that. It's just the wisdom that I've just been blessed with. Like, I have this, like, I'll look at things differently. Like, for example, that chiropractor, right? Why do we search for people that want to run a mile less than 7 minutes? Because those are the people that are going to need adjustments. They're going to need massages, right?
Right,
You see how we just thought outside the box?
right.
Like, I'm not going to deliver a chiropractic ad for, maybe they'll have a bad back, who knows? But if I'm trying to run under 7 minutes and my audience is going to be over 40 years old, that's who my audience is going to be, because they have the capability to purchase. They have the purchasing power, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a different ad. It's going to be, well, these are people that search how to run a mile in less than 7 minutes. Well, if you're over 40 years old and you run a sub 7 minute mile, you're going to get some aches and pains. You agree?
Absolutely.
Now, for me, what I would do is, that water ionizer that I share with people, I would run my campaign to them. Hey, did you know that it's the bad water that's hurting your time? Try this new water, right? And you get more energy and you get under 7 minutes. And then I partner with a chiropractor and go, hey, they're still going to need some adjustments because these people are trying to get under 7 minutes at 40 age over. So whoever's watching this, your audience is different than everybody else. So don't ever think, well, what if my competitor? No, have an abundant mindset. And when you connect, like with me and and Joe, we're going to interview you. This is not a cookie cutter, kind of, hey, you're a chiropractor looking for patients. No, I'm going to identify what is the one strength that your business has. It could be a smoothie, right? Or it could be a chiropractor, or it could be financial planning, right? So that's where we want to go. We want to make sure we tailor make this billboard. Hey Joe, you probably want to put that away. It's making me want to go to my Facebook page.
So basically, I was just trying to count all the sponsored ads. So what you're saying is, if sponsored ads will show up based on the target,
Geo-target.
or targeting. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing, guys. This is really beyond nuggets. This is like, this is ninja stuff, man. This is stuff that you don't, like, you won't get this in the supermarket,
No.
Wow.
And then I just went over a top layer. There's 7 layers to this. I just barely shared the top layer. It's the 7th layer, the bottom of that funnel, is where you'll get conversions. But you got to get all those 7 layers right. Otherwise, you'll spend a lot of money in ads. You'll spend a lot of money in campaigns, and you won't get the return on investment. Okay? So the top layers is important because you don't want, like, I'm not interested in billboards. I use that as an example. Facebook's going to know that I'm not interested because I didn't click that link. So their algorithm is like a millisecond. They'll know that, Jim Park's profile is not interested. Boom. Keep going, right?
So what's the side, because let's divide it into 2 groups. There's ads that are boring, that maybe people just, next, and they keep scrolling. And there's ads that are entertaining, right? So give us your take on what's the benefit, and why should ads be entertaining? Why should we think
as a marketer, if someone hires me, my job, honestly, my number one obligation is to have that prospect stop the scroll. Okay? We call that the scroll stop method. I'm telling you. If you hire me, and trust in me to build your business, if I can't get a prospect of this business to stop scrolling, okay, that's the objective. So what are the 2 things that stops a scroll? Number 1 is humor. Mm-hmm. Humor will stop a scroll in its tracks.
Comedy.
Right?
Yeah.
And then another one has to do with emotion. Anything like congratulations, or sad, something of that nature. So whatever your business deals with, it always has one of those components. Okay, so every business has a different component for that, for that scroll stopping method. That's where you and we would interview, and based on your business, I'd say, what would make me stop my scroll on the news feed to see what you have? I sell smoothies. Nope, that's not good enough. I care about smoothies. Smoothies are everywhere. I have a great vegan recipe. Okay, now we're talking, right? Now we're talking. So now I target people that have identified them as vegans. So what's my first thing in the first 3 seconds? Tasty smoothie for vegans. Boom. Did I get that vegan's attention? Click here, download this amazing recipe. I want you to download. Why? Because you see that billboard example on Facebook? There was a learn more button right there. Did you see that?
Yep.
But I'm not interested in billboards, so I didn't click that link, right?
Right.
But if I click that link, then there's a better chance I'm interested. So before you come to my smoothie shop, I want you to download my recipe. Really. That way, I know who to continue to target.
Right. That's huge. Wow, guys, this is amazing. Well, look, guys, just look below. We're going to put a link below. We'll get you more information. If you want to get your business to do some of the things that we're talking about, that Jim has just outlined, this is where you need to go. This is what you need to learn. So, hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate you. It's great always seeing you. And, until the next time, guys, remember, the link is below. Just go ahead, put your click on that, and we'll get you started on getting your business to grow and find your target audience. So thank you, guys. Thank you. And again, peace out, and great seeing you, Jim. Awesome, man. Thank you.
All right, Joe. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Cool.